for chapati, making chapati for today's Sunday's breakfast. And breakfast is at 8 o'clock. And it's made up of wheat flour. Mix it up with water and a little bit of salt. And then roll it up. And roll it up. You see, it comes like this. And this is the people who keeps rolling over here. And my duty is only to fry it. And then this is the one fried up, nicely came out. And I put it over here, and one more guy. A little bit more. And put a little bit of oil if you want. The king of talks is no more. Larry King, Lawrence Harvey Zaker, passed away yesterday at the age of 87. It must have shocked the world, shocked me too. There is no such beautiful personality ever walked into the media world. A great listener, Larry King. Our condolences to Larry King's family. Feel sorry Larry King is no more with us. Larry King, Lawrence Harvey Zaker, born on 19th November 1933 in New York, USA. Died yesterday, 23rd January 2021 in California, USA. Larry King said, I remind myself every morning, nothing I say this day will teach me anything. So if I'm going to learn, I must do it by listening. The king of talks, but the emperor of listening. Larry King, born Lawrence Harvey Zaker, was an American television host, radio host, and paid spokesman, whose work was recognized with awards including 2 Peabody's, an Emmy Award, and 10 Cable Ace Awards. Larry King said, I remind myself every morning, like the Hindu culture, like the Indian culture, Samskriti of India, to remind everybody, every morning, what is the reminder of everybody? To listen to the sound of the one hand clapping. Larry King said, I remind myself every morning. That was a reminder in the whole of the Indian culture, to remind everybody every morning to listen to the sound of the one hand clapping. If the sound of the 2-hand clapping comes, then it is misuse, it is noisy, it is the sound of the vehicles and the gibberish talks and only chanchala. I remind myself every morning, Larry King said, in India, continue to do it, listening to the sound of the one hand clapping. What are the sound of the one hand clapping morning when you get up? To brush your teeth, drink 5 glasses of water, rinse your mouth 18 times, do nostril blowout, anuloma viloma stomach pumpings, and then the king of talks never talked much but listened, and then the whole of India, or the most part of the world who knows, looks at the sunrise. Sound of the one hand clapping, no talking, just exposing your whole body, the least dress, the least decor. And then you open up to the sun god to allow the sun rays to penetrate deep into every part of your body. And then do the Surya Namaskar, accepting the host, Aditi Devo Bhava. Somebody asked me yesterday, Guruji, everything is okay. In Devanahalli and Indranagar, all the children are okay. In this COVID, nothing. I said, nothing. Because we went to Devanahalli. The moment we came to know in Indranagar, the coronavirus is spreading like wildfire. And I looked around, I found it is because of the congestion. I took everybody to Devanahalli. And we are in the center of the forest. Surrounding us, I think 5-10 kilometers, nobody is there. Open air, lot of sunlight. I told my children, morning 6 to evening 6, do not enter your cottage. Just be with the nature outside. A lot of sunlight, a lot of sunlight, a lot of sunlight. Sunlight is power. It is health, and it can keep the foreign matters away, the diseases away. Larry King said, I remind myself every morning the sound of the one and clapping. The sound of the wind blowing. The sound of the chirping of the birds. You can even identify which bird it is. You can feel the dewdrops. You can feel the heat of the sun. And you can smell the earth. That gives you the first experience of mastership. First experience of being very close to the nature and close to the God. Larry King proved it. 50,000 interviews in 6 decades. He listened, hardly he spoke. He encouraged, the earth encouraged the land to grow. He must have been a Maharishi, Larry King. Such is the power that he created around the world. I remind myself every morning, said Larry King, nothing I say this day will teach me anything. He said, yes, why should I say it's just dirt I'm trying to talk. If I go into nature, I must listen to the sound of the one and clapping. I must listen to the wind. I must embrace the wind, accept the wind. I must embrace the sunlight. Accept the sunlight. Embrace the rainwater. And then I understand that I must save and then spend. Nothing I say this day will teach me anything, Larry King said. So if I'm going to learn, if you're going to learn, Larry King said, yes, he was very passionate in love. Learning means to unrope the opposite partner. In the sense, the nature, unrope the God, to see deep inside, and then you and the God, when you and the God becomes one, then the power is very powerful. No amount of bad talks can disturb that. So if I'm going to learn, he said, I will drop the L. When I'm going to learn, L-E-A-R-L, drop the L, and I will earn, I will get something from them. Please understand, when girls get married in India, they go to the in-laws house or the husband's house, the fight erupts again with their mother-in-law, with their boys' parents, etc. Because the girl is not willing to learn. The moment she enters the husband's house, drop the L. Same wise, the husband, when he comes to the wife's house, he must drop the L and he must start earning what all they have. And Larry King was such a beautiful person. He made sure all the American presidents, all the top leaders, actors, everybody he has interviewed, one thing he went there to learn. He dropped the L and he earned a lot. EAR, earning is very important. You earn a lot. Because their power is very important. Understanding the power, melting the power makes you to get everything. Yes, fills you up. Learn. And then L-E-A-R-N. And then you drop the L, you earn. Then you drop the E, and then A-R-N. The people in India see when your stomach feel, when you say, when you make like this, they know your stomach is you have gained. Such is the power. Larry thinks, I must do it by listening. My God, I can't believe. This was a talk from centuries past. People, listen please. Even Krishna kept on telling, listen. And give them an opportunity to bring out their talent. The moment you listen, the whole world listens. Yes, the king of talks, he only listened, and the whole world listened to the people who were talking. Can you believe? And they did not vote. They understood what is there. By making the people talk, you understand how beautiful, powerful is that nature. How deep is their deep intimate relationship? I must do it by listening. Yes, I always tell my senior students, yes, unnecessarily throwing orders, please listen to the juniors, please listen to the juniors, and then you'll work more harder than them. If you give them 4 jobs, you work 5. You make sure they watch. That makes them conscious. That makes them to observe things. That observation is very important. And in their observation, they become very, very attentive. And then the attendance, when it is called, is present. So they know to present themselves everywhere they go. That presentation is the start of your mastership. That presentation makes you a human being. That makes you very close to the Zen feeling. The sound of the one hand clapping. And then you feel the Satori's and enlightenment is thy name. You become as simple as possible, means you can absorb anything and everything, which is very good. And like the duck in the river, it catches a prey and leaves all the dirt outside. Only the prey goes inside. Which to take when today. Otherwise, you keep on. For smallest cold, you rush up to the doctor. For smallest thing, you go and take an advice. You forgot to ask Larry King. We miss you. Larry King Lawrence Harvey Ziegler said, I remind myself every morning, nothing I said this day will teach me anything. So if I'm going to learn, I must do it by listening. Miss you, Larry King. This is my 311th smoke.